Hey everyone, okay, so today's video is mainly just going to be an outlook for our whole entire country. I am going to just give you a quick update on Tropical Storm Ernesto. That is all the way down in the southern Caribbean. It is making its way westward toward the Yucatan Peninsula. It's no threat to the U.S. anymore, so that's pretty much it on Ernesto. It's like 40-45 mile per hour winds sustained right now, which just makes it a tropical storm, and it's just going to affect vacationers pretty much in the Yucatan Peninsula. So if you are down there, or if you are going to vacation down there this weekend, you are going to have that system roll on into that area. And as for the other tropical storm that was out in the Atlantic, its name was Florence, not Francesca. In my last video, I thought it was Francesca. But it was named Florence. That has dissipated, just dry air, just wind shear and dry air pretty much just blew the thunderstorms away, and it just dissipated, and that was the end of that. We are watching another disturbed area of low pressure in the Atlantic right now. Nothing very interesting right now, but I will keep you updated if something does form out in the Atlantic. Closer to home, though, we do have a tropical low, which is inland in the panhandle of Florida, Alabama, and Georgia. That is producing a lot of heavy rain today, and it will continue to do so for the next couple days. The southeast mainly is going to have pretty much a muggy rest of the work week. Showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible. We do have a stalled out front pretty much draping across the southeast, and that's what's going to make for showers and thunderstorms every single day for the rest of this week. The rest of the northeast, you could have a stray afternoon shower or evening thunderstorm possible. Mainly, though, it is quiet and it is comfortable. Temperatures are in the 80s to low 90s. Once you get down to the mid-Atlantic region, that is going to stay like that for the rest of the week. We are going to have cooler air, however, come in from Canada this weekend, and it is going to bring much relief to New England and parts of the Northeast. Moving our way across the central part of the country, any severe weather that does happen today is going to happen into the Central Plains around Kansas and Nebraska. Nothing too severe, but we could have some damaging winds, maybe some small penny-sized hail. We are going to have the heat continue to plague the southern plains into Texas and Oklahoma, so places like Dallas, Oklahoma City, over into Kansas City, Springfield, Little Rock, Arkansas. We are going to see those triple digits again today and continuing for most of the week. The west is going to stay high and dry. We are having a high pressure built into the area, so temperatures are going to be up into the 90s and near 100. Salt Lake City, I think, one day this week is supposed to hit 100. Boise, Idaho, today like in the upper 90s, and supposed to stay like that for the rest of the week. Seattle and Portland has been seeing a nice couple days of dry weather that is going to continue. However, we are going to have some cooler air come in, and maybe possibly a shower or two. And then obviously southwest, typical heat, 110 plus degrees in Las Vegas and Phoenix, Arizona. Just low humidity, so it only feels like probably 80, 85. The upper Midwest, yeah, I didn't forget the upper Midwest. The upper Midwest, it is nice for right now. We are going to have a cold front sweep through the area at the end of this week. It is going to bring not much cooler, but like a relief, like just like air conditioning just blowing into the area. 70s are going to be pretty much the norm coming into Minneapolis, Chicago, Green Bay, Milwaukee, over to Detroit, and then spreading into the Northeast as well as the weekend comes along. And also back into the Northeast this weekend, we are going to look out for the potential of severe weather. No tornadic activity really to talk about, but we are going to find some areas that could deal with severe weather, mainly across the mid-Atlantic and going into parts of the Northeast. The upper part of New England should, be dry for most of the weekend. But we are going to have that cold front sweep through the upper Midwest into the Northeast, which is going to bring nicer and cooler conditions, and you're not going to be as hot as you were and stuff. Unfortunately, though, the long-term forecast does bring the temperatures back up again next week and stuff, but you know what? Just enjoy the rest of this week and this weekend. So that's pretty much it for the outlook for our country for the rest of the week. Really not that much to talk about, just again, concerns about flooding across the southeast with that tropical low and stuff. If that tropical low actually was over the Gulf of Mexico for several days beforehand, it probably would have been a tropical storm by now, but it's not, and it's not really bringing any gusty winds. Just a lot of heavy rain and stuff, like 5 to 8 inches of rain in just localized areas across the panhandle of Texas and Alabama and parts of Georgia as well. So that's really all that needs to be said about our country. Not a whole lot to talk about, no big weather events and stuff, and obviously the tropics are staying quiet for right now at least. Until next time, remember to keep your eye to the sky and stay cool.